Detail. Nigeria Youth Council and National Association of Nigeria Students. Former military head of state, General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, IBB, has confirmed that the late Chief Moshood Abiola won the June 12, 1993 presidential election. The revelation is detailed in Babangida's autobiography, A Journey in Service, launched in Abuja today. Through the book's reviewer, former Vice President Professor Yemi Osinbajo, Babangida stated that Abiola, who ran on the Social Democratic Party SDP platform, secured both the majority vote and the required geographical spread to become president. He described the annulment of the election as the most difficult decision of his life.
Babangida, we all know, has been one of the most charismatic leaders in this country. Somebody that up to date, people go as if they are going on pilgrimage to consult him. Thank God for giving you that grace and the wisdom. Nigerians know you contributed significantly in terms of the infrastructural development of the country.
The book, which offers insight into key moments in the country's history, also addresses other national controversies, including the 1976 coup attempt that led to the assassination of the then head of state, Murtala Muhammad, and the 1986 letter bomb that killed investigative journalist Former President Goodluck Jonathan has hailed ex-military President Ibrahim Babangida over the launch of his memoir and believes Nigeria's history is incomplete without the former's history. Jonathan said this in Abuja today during the launch of a book by Babangida titled A Journey in Service.
Babangida, we all know, has been one of the most charismatic leaders in this country. Somebody that up to date, people go as if they are going on pilgrimage to consult him. Thank God for giving you that grace and the wisdom. Nigerians know you contributed significantly in terms of the infrastructural development of the country.
Jonathan said at the event, which also doubles as the launch of Babangida's presidential library, that Ibrahim Babangida is one of the most charismatic leaders in this country and is somebody that up to date people go for consultation.
You also have the opportunity to book for a media publicity of your events on our fast-growing social media platforms. All these for a token. Simply visit us at Olojudo's Palace, Ido-Ekiti, or call the following numbers for more inquiries: 0803-526-5812 or 0916-340-0878 or 0806-511-4430. You can also call 0806-380-8891. Adamimogo Event Hall. We are waiting for your patronage.
Welcome back and thanks for joining us again. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook via Adamimogo 107.7 FM. And you can subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook. For happenings around you on these inquiries, please contact our newsroom number via 0811 801 8242. Now to the rest of the news. The Nigeria Governors Forum NGF has resolved to work closely with their respective state houses of assembly to ensure that interests of the state are well represented in the ongoing constitution. The governors made the commitment during an engagement with members of the Conference of Speakers of State Legislatures of Nigeria, COSLON, at the NGF meeting held on Wednesday night in Abuja. The resolution was outlined in a communique issued after the meeting and signed by NGF Chairman and Governor of Kwara State, Abdulrahman Abdul. The government has announced the conversion of the College of Health Science and Technology, Ijero-Ekiti, from a monotechnic to a polytechnic. The Commissioner for Information, Taiwo Latuborsno, in a statement on Wednesday, said this was part of the decisions reached during the State Executive Council meeting presided over by Governor Biodun Oyebanji. The statement stated that in response to the request from the management of the College of Health Sciences and Technology, Ijero-Ekiti, along with other stakeholders, that the College of Health Science and Technology recommendations. PC Nation has withdrawn from the local government election scheduled for Saturday, February 20 2022. This was contained in a letter dated February 17, signed by the APC State Publicity Secretary Alao Kamaruddin and addressed to the Secretary of the State Independent Electoral Commission. A copy of the letter obtained by the newsman today in Oshogbo stated that the APC would not participate due to the February 10 Court of Appeal judgment, which reinstated its chairman and councillors. Recall, there was a crisis between the APC and PDP over the Court of Appeal judgment regarding the sacked APC council chairman and councillors, while the PDP claimed that the February 10 judgment of the Court of Appeal Akure did not reinstate the sacked APC chairman and councillors elected in 2022. The APC insisted on their return to local government. Lieutenant General Olufemi Oluyede says the Nigerian military would go after wanted bandits leader Bello Turji. He stated this today in Gusau, the Zamfara state capital. Briefing journalists at the headquarters of Operation Fansan Yama, the army chief reiterated the troops' commitment
For everywhere he goes, for everywhere he moves, we follow him there. So let him keep running. It's just a matter of time. He will move from this place.
Oluyede reeled out the achievements of the Nigerian army in the region, saying troops have killed several bandit leaders in the last few months. He noted that troops are working hard to improve the security situation as well as secure lives and properties safe. The Lagos Zonal Directorate of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) has arraigned 14 Filipinos and a company, Genting International Co. Limited, before Justice Musa Kakari of the Federal High Court sitting in Ikoyi for cyber terrorism and internet fraud in Lagos. According to a statement obtained from EFCC's X-handle today, the Filipinos are part of the 792-member syndicate of alleged cryptocurrency investment and romance fraud, impersonation, possession of documents containing false pretense, and identity theft. On business news this evening, the Central Bank of Nigeria Monetary Policy Committee (NPC) has retained the country's interest rate at 27.50% in January, the same rate as in November last year, amid inflation drops. It also retained the cash reserve ratio (CRR) at 50 basis points and the liquidity ratio (LR) at 30%, and the asymmetry corridor at plus 500/minus 100 basis points around the MPR or the monetary policy decision were retained. CBN Governor Olayemi, following the recent inflation decline, which dropped to 24.48% in January after the Consumer Price Index rebase. For more on business story this evening, Oluwatosin Adeniran is standing by.
Good evening and welcome to Business News. The federal government has revealed that it is interested in moving most electricity consumers in Nigeria to Band A, where they will enjoy a minimum of 20 hours of electricity supply daily. It disclosed this yesterday as the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, announced the major milestone in the nation power sector, revealing that Nigeria has achieved a new peak power generator of 5,543.20 megawatts. The landmark event occurred on Friday, February 14, 2025, at precisely 11 o'clock p.m., surpassing the previous record of 5,478.73 megawatts. Still on business news, Google has unveiled an artificial intelligence AI system designed to assist scientists in generating research hypotheses and planning experiments as the U.S. blue chip firm deepened its push into AI-powered research tools. In a blog post yesterday, the company said that the AI core scientific system is built on Google Gemini 2.0 model and allows researchers to specify a scientific goals in natural language. It then suggests testable hypotheses, summarizes relevant published literature, and proposes possible experiment approaches. That is all on business news. My name is Oluwatosin Adeniran.
Thank you so much, Oluwatosin Adeniran. On foreign news this evening, Vatican reveals Pope Francis shows signs of improvement, enjoys breakfast from Hampshire. Omobolanle Olarimoye has the story.
Good evening and welcome to the Foreign Scene. The Vatican has today revealed that Pope Francis passed another peaceful night in the hospital, got up and had breakfast in his armchair the day after reporting a slight improvement in his condition. Recall the 88-year-old was admitted to Rome Gemelli Hospital last Friday with bronchitis, but it later developed into pneumonia in both lungs, sparking widespread alarm. According to reports, Vatican sources, however, said despite his illness, the Argentine Pope is still trying to walk, reading and signing documents, writing, speaking with his collaborators, and keeping up with the news. Still on the foreign scene, United States President Donald Trump has escalated his feud with Volodymyr Zelensky, calling the Ukrainian president a dictator without elections, and accusing him of wanting to keep the gravy train of U.S. military support going while Washington tries to end the war with Russia. In a post on his social media platform, Truth Social, Trump accused Zelensky of taking U.S. money and embroiling the country in an endless conflict. Meanwhile, British Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer backed Volodymyr Zelensky as a democratically elected leader after Donald Trump described the Ukrainian president as a dictator. And that's all on foreign news. My name is Omobolanle Olarimwe.
Mobolanle Olarimwe there on entertainment this evening. Closure leads Mohbad's wife as husband's body remain in morgue. Ayomide Olasumibayo is on standby.
Good evening and welcome to Entertainment News. The Ogun State Police Command has arraigned the controversial Nigeria singer Habib Okikiola Badmus, also known as Portable, in court. Portable was arraigned in earlier hours of today at the Isabo High Court sitting in Abeokuta, Ogun State. This comes a few hours after the singer surrendered himself to the police. Recall the police had declared Portable wanted for allegedly assaulting TV officials from the Ogun Planning and Development Permit Authority, OGPDPA. Still on entertainment. Almost 2 years after the tragic death of Nigeria singer Ilerioluwa Aloba, popularly known as Mohbad, his wife Wunmi has revealed that she is yet to find closure. In a recent emotional interview, she lamented that the fact that her husband's body remained in mortuary with no burial date in sight. She expressed her frustration over the continued delay in burying her husband, alleging that her father-in-law is deliberately preventing the burial for personal reasons, despite the autopsy being done twice. That's all on Entertainment News this evening. My name is Ayomide Olasumibayo.
Thank you, Ayomide Olasunmibari. Meanwhile, developing story on the story read earlier on Portable. Magistrate O.L. Oke of an Ogun State Magistrate Court sitting in Isabo, Abeokuta, today has granted controversial singer Habib Okikiola, also known as Portable, bail to the tune of 2 million naira and a shorty in like time. Remember that Portable is facing a 5-count charge for conspiracy, assault, possession of cutlass, guns to cause injury, and conducting himself as an unruly manner. The accused, however, pleaded not guilty to all the charges. Remember, the Portable was charged to court by the Ogun State Police Command for allegedly assaulting 3 officials from the Ogun Planning and Development Permit Authority, OGPDPA. The singer went into hiding after the Ogun State Police Command arrested and arraigned his proteges. In court finds ex-Spanish football chief reveals $11,300 for forced kiss. Oluwatimileyin Adeleye has the story.
Hello and welcome to Sports News. Nigerian Football Federation (NFF) has signed a strategic partnership with Kaloa, the executive dealer and franchise holder of Cherry vehicles in Nigeria, to support the development of football in the country. This collaboration underscores Kaloa's commitment to fostering sports excellence and empowering talents in Nigeria football ecosystem. The official signing ceremony, which took place at Kaloa's head office in Alapere, Lagos, was attended by Malam Shehu Diko, chairman of the National Sports Commission (NSC), Alhaji Ibrahim Musa Gusau, president of the Nigeria Football Federation (NFF), CEO of Kaloa, Mr. Liang Long, Mr. Shola Adigun, chairman of the NFF Technical and Development Committee, and Ms. Aisha Falode, member of the NFF Executive Committee. Still on sports news, a Spanish court has convicted former football chief Luis Rubiales of sexual assault over the first kiss he gave star forward Jenny Amoso and fined him €10,800, which is $11,300. According to the report, the court, however, acquitted him and the 3 other accused in the case of the charge of coercion over the affair. Recall that prosecutors assault a prison term of 2.5 years for Rubiales. And that's all on sports news this evening. I am Oluwatimileyin Adeleye.
Thank you, Lua Timilenya Adere. And with that sports story, we've come to the end of today's edition of News Express. On Adamimogo, Savio Enyekere as the chairman of the National Assembly Service Commission and ASC, marking a significant step in strengthening the administration of Nigeria's legislative. Also brought to you that the former military head of state, General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, IBB, has confirmed that late Chief Moshood Abiola won the June 12, 1993 presidential election. As the revelation is detailed in Babangida's autobiography, A Journey in Service, launched in Abuja today. And finally, we told you that the Nigeria Governors Forum, NGF, has resolved to work closely with their respective state House of Assembly to ensure that the interests of the state are well represented in the ongoing constitutional amendments process. And that's News Express on Adamimogo 107.7 FM, Olojudo's Palace, Ido-Ekiti. On behalf of the production crew, led by Oladoyin Ayegbusi. My name is Michael J.